Today, we are going to be looking at some of the worst inventions from history. These inventions are strange and some of them are dangerous. First, we're going to talk about the mass shaving machine. This machine was made to be able to shave a dozen people at once. This machine had two arms, one with shaving cream and the other with a straight razor. It was on a rail and was pushed down a line, shaving people one at a time. But there was one big problem. Something about a blade that the barber is barely controlling around your face and neck was not appealing to most people. And the razor made the same motion for every person regardless of face shape, so it was dangerous. Wow, new record, 100 people shaved and only 90 of them sued us. What happened to the other 10? You do not want to know. Luckily, this machine failed commercially, and we don't have to worry about seeing a barber using one of these nowadays. Next, we have the Mousetrap gun. Created by a Texan by the name of James A. Williams, this trap was made to, quote, kill anything opening a door or window to which it is attached. He also said it would act as an alarm when the gun was fired. But most people don't like unattended guns laying around their house ready to shoot anything that triggers it. Just imagine having that trap in your house. You're peacefully reading a book and you hear. Now we're going to talk about the window baby cage, because everybody wants their kids in a cage hanging outside their window. People began seeing this as a solution for people living in cities without space for their children to play outside. Some communities even gave them to members who didn't have gardens, but people stopped using them because the Luftwaffe began to bomb London. But even after the war, people didn't really use them due to some sort of safety concerns or something like that. You know when you're driving and you think, I wish I had a machine to catch people who I accidentally hit? No? Well, then you won't need to buy the Pedestrian Catcher. This invention was supposed to look like a regular bumper but would unfold to catch pedestrians. But it had to be activated by the driver who didn't have a good enough reaction time to hit the brakes in the first place. Some models also reduced the driver's field of view, making them more likely to hit pedestrians in the first place. But it primarily failed because if the car was driving fast, it wouldn't prevent the pedestrian from getting hurt. Now we have one of the worst inventions on this list, the parachute suit. This suit was created by Franz Reichelt in 1910. He would test it by throwing test dummies wearing the suit off his apartment building. It failed in these tests, so he decided to test it while wearing it and broke his leg. But he claimed that it didn't work because he needed to test it from a higher platform. Perfect. Franz got permission to test his suit on the Eiffel Tower. There was a lot of press and a crowd gathered to watch him test his suit. But when he showed up, he had no test dummies with him and he was wearing the suit. He proceeded to jump off the Eiffel Tower, but his parachute didn't work and he died. The next invention is the Dynasphere. The Dynasphere is a giant motorized wheel created by a man named John Archibald Purves. It had a top speed of 25 to 30 miles an hour, and you may be thinking, how is this a bad idea? Well, for one, it was very hard to steer and you would need to lean to make it churn. And it tended to start gerbling when you tried to stop. What is gerbling, you may ask? Gerbling is when the Dynasphere would keep rolling with the driver inside it. And the most obvious problem was there was a giant wheel in the driver's view. And people decided that four-wheeled vehicles were best. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for watching.